Hey guys, welcome to another video. This one's super special to me. I, I met Josh online probably like a year ago. Green Lantern Comics. The link is below. Uh, please check him out. Um, we did a big trade. It was like yesterday. I drove 2 hours out to see him, and it ended up being almost 3 hours back due to traffic. But it was so worth it, man. I'm going to be on the phone with this guy a lot, and I was on I was on Roger's show earlier, and I showed something, and I was blown away by the response. And um, I'm going to work it out with you, Josh. All the stuff I'm going to work out with you, man. A lot of, I'm going to return. I might return that. I'm going to, unless I pay for it. So we'll figure it out, man. You're going to get back to me. I know you work second shift, but I was really blown away by this, you guys. I'm really blown away by what he did, because when I showed up with like almost 10 long boxes of DC Modern, I was going to keep some of it, and I decided, no, man, I'm gonna surprise Josh with this stuff. I kind of told him I was bringing it, how much I was bringing, so you know, so he knew. And but he got me back even better than what I got him, and so I'm gonna get him back. Believe it, dude. But without further ado, I'm gonna show some stuff. I had to redo this the beginning, because you know me, I sometimes have crazy hair, but this one time I'm telling Josh how much I really, how I feel like I have a real friend now. My hair is all like flying around, so I didn't want to do that. But yeah, Josh, just like Tat said to me, Tat Comics said to me, a brother from another mother. I know it's a trite statement, but I really feel that way about you, man. And welcome to, you're one of us, man. Thank you, and you're a good friend. You're a dear friend of mine now, and I like it when I can get along with someone as much as I got along with you, man. So anyway, I'm not really good at carrying on about that, but all right. So without further ado, let's do this, right? And like I said, my hair was all over the place, but I couldn't have the beginning do that, Couldn't do that in the beginning, telling someone how much, And plus, I'm, YouTube and all this stuff, It's all public. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, because I don't want a super long video.
I was at this place with just a few back
Aaron!
issues, but to my shock, they had a copy of Flyman.
Yeah, let's do this. I think I'm going to go through some toys here. As you can see in the background, look at this. Nothing for you. No, I'm only kidding. But my wife doesn't want stuff on the walls. I got to get my own room someday, and I'll trick it out. Like I see a lot of my friends on YouTube, I'll totally trick it out. And so here we go with some toys. Josh knows I'm a big Spidey fan, and I never, until I got into YouTube, I've had friends that had toys and stuff, but I just always did just the comic thing, But here we got some Cap, dude. We got Captain America. These are not even, these are not all the toys, like I said. But thank you, Josh, man. I feel like I really do have a real friend. Yeah, and here I am. So here they are, and here we are.
Hey, what's up?
People? Yeah, I don't know if that's how good that's going to come out there.
Right, all fuzzy.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Awesome. I'm here with Josh.
Check out Frankenstein.
And Frankenstein. It's not freak. You should stand by it, Frankenstein, man. Well, you guys, this is it, man. Like 9 long boxes of DC. Of like Green Lantern, Justice League, Superman, Wonder Woman. And here they are in the car. I am driving off 2 hours. I already said that, but yeah, people. Pretty cool, right? That's a lot of comics, dude. For a big DC fan.
Ooh,
Ooh, Aaron, buddy, how
All right,
you
you
doing?
guys. So I got a model here.
Oh, look at there.
Oh,
Wow.
the invaders. Yeah.
Hey,
You guys know I love my UFOs.
yeah, man.
But
I
I'll
love
just
that
go right to
series
some
from
of
the
the.
60s. Yeah, man.
I'll go right to some of the good stuff.
Roy
you guys.
Finnis, architect.
I do too. Oh,
Whoa!
Whoa.
I got a couple
Hold
pages
on.
of original art, you guys, and I don't know if
What?
it's. You guys tell me this. I never had original art before, but this is issue 41 of Daredevil, which I'm thinking is Gene Colan.
that is
Yeah.
Gene Colan. Yeah.
Whoa.
And I guess
Whoa.
the advertisement must have been here because I know they did that in the 70s.
Yeah.
It's like
Whoa.
I want to get a card and put black right there so this pops more.
That's not a cheap piece of original
Not
art.
cheap.
No,
At
that's
all.
thousands of dollars
That's-
right
Is it
there.
really?
Yes. That's Gene Colan
Gene
from
Colan?
Silver
Yeah.
Age. Yeah.
Look it up. Look up a piece of Gene Colan art from Daredevil.
Dude,
I might
my,
have to return this to
That's
him.
at least $500, like at the very least. But
I might
Aaron,
have
I'm
to
sure he
return
knew
this to
that when he
Josh,
gave it
I
to
might
you.
do
no,
that.
he knew what he was doing
Yeah,
when he
he
gave it to you.
No, nobody has original art that doesn't know what they're doing. It's just not one of those things that occurs.
Is that beautiful?
Yep,
Gorgeous.
and it's got the
Really
duo
nice.
tone in the back. That's
I'm gonna talk to him though, you guys, because like
Is
one
that
time my friend
Copperhead?
gave me
Is
a Star Wars Ewok. I told you that
Yeah.
one, right? With the banners, and it was newsstand, and it was worth so much money, and I got it for a quarter. I just returned it to the dude.
Tat's
I
claiming
returned it to dude. Okay,
Big
so here's
Daredevil
another original art, and I know Jim is gonna love this, and so are you guys, and so is Damien. But it's issue 99, 199 of
Whoa.
Conan.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Must be
That's
Ernie
amazing.
Colan. Ernie Chua, Ernie Chan inking.
I know Higgy's probably
Yeah.
watching this, like what?
Whoa. Yep.
So I'll talk to Josh because
Yep.
and square up with him.
$509.99. Yep.
Yeah.
Because
So
I don't
it's
just I will
between
not
five-
take.
Those later Conan ones aren't as expensive.
Okay,
I mean,
but this
still
yeah.
probably,
Yeah.
still probably, worth $200 or something.
Yeah.
But this
I would say
is
Daredevil
200 in there.
is worth a
that right
lot.
there.
That one
yeah.
there. Yeah.
So I
And
started with the
because it's-
banger.
Yeah,
Yes,
and because it's finished, published, and he's no longer with us, as far as I know. Yeah,
No.
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
And
And-
from a
and-
run that he's famous for. So
And-
Yeah,
and back-
exactly.
And back then, it was not normal for them to keep the art. It was often
Yeah.
destroyed. So
Yeah.
to have
that's
an
kind of a
original piece from
horrifying
that
thought,
era
the
is
destruction of all that.
Well,
art.
I'll talk to Josh. I'll work something out with the guy because he's my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, I just love the Green Goblin. I have an irrational love for this character. And I got a Ghost Rider still in the bag. It's still sealed, I guess. So, yeah, all this stuff should be like displayed someday, Here's an Iron Man. I got a bigger one of She-Hulk too. But it's cool. It's like you guys are really changing me, Like I feel like we're influencing each other so much. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but the link will be below for Josh. Okay, Green Lantern Comics. And I met through Higgy, right? Shout out to Higgy Pop. The guy is just amazing, and he, right. So so I got a bunch of like stuff that I'm just going to sample right now, but a lot of it's bronze and copper and bagged and boarded, and so. But I'll do that first, I guess. Some of this I'm just going to pull out randomly, right? So some of it won't be as impressive, but I love my keys.
Nice.
I love my keys, and so does Rayman. So does
Yeah,
Rayman.
love that.
weird, eerie,
That's
authentic.
awesome.
That could describe us,
Yeah, you need to get those pages framed, man.
Well, I'm going to work it out with Josh first because I'm not like that.
Uh,
So,
Again, Aaron, I'm sure he knew exactly what it was when he gave it to you.
I don't know. We'll work that out because he didn't
Hey,
say, "Hey,
Christina,
this is worth."
welcome.
Maybe he bought them a long time ago or inherited them. And
Yeah, I'm
doesn't
going
Yeah.
to straighten that out with him because I don't do that.
Because
But,
I
mean,
had
some of this is freaking nice, though, man.
yeah,
Nice.
Ooh.
Punisher.
Mike Zack. Yep,
Yeah,
there you
I love
go.
it. I remember this as a kid. You know?
Yeah, I knew some people who went to OAX out there in Florida, and you couldn't find original pages cheap. Even the copies, were expensive.
Yeah, but I live. He's kind of nearby the Pusher, you guys. He's like, he's about 15 minutes from my comic book dealer.
Oh boy.
You've got this area around you, Aaron, with just deals.
Yeah.
You and Tat.
Oh, Tat is the man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that Oregon,
These are
Washington
kind of long
area
drives
is
for
gold,
Aaron.
man.
Yeah.
This was in his background. I don't know if you guys remember any of his videos. Check out his videos. He's got stuff in the background. I think this was in the background. Yeah, man. We got this famous cover. I was almost out of comics when this was happening, but look at this. Hopefully I could fold it back right now. I'll fold it back the correct way, right? Not always good with that. And he understands how to fold these, though, man. And he had it in the original bag and all that stuff. So freaking cool, man. So freaking cool. Look at this. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. I mean, I remember this as a kid. I mean, who didn't love this? Now I know it's so important for the Venom collectors to have that book, and I have the book. I got it a good deal.
I'm in the wrong area. I'll tell you.
From Aaron to Tat, that's what, like a 4.5-hour drive.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and so Damien and I from Portland to Eugene drove to Tat's place, and that was fun. Nice. So this is great,
That is a nice Hulk issue,
yeah,
definitely.
So
Trimpy at his best. Oh, there you
Christina,
go.
as always, you're always on point there with those links.
Thank you, Christina.
Well,
just
your
did a quick
friend,
search. Yeah,
it's Josh. He has great taste in original art and
really
comics.
good taste. Yeah.
Well, he just wanted to purge himself of Marvel, so he wants to organize all his DC, and then I'm going to do a video. I'm going to drop in a couple days, you guys. So
1,200 to 1,400. Whoa.
Aaron, he said some of the pages, Amateur Player it was there. Some of the pages from that same exact Daredevil book are selling for 1,200 to 1,400.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to return that to him.
Oh, just
There
talk
are
to
a
him,
lot
man.
of-
He may want you to have it.
No.
There are a lot of factors on how much each page is worth.
Yeah,
So it's
we'll
hard
figure
to,
that out because that dude
off
has
the
a
top
family.
of your head, just say what something is worth.
Look at this, you guys.
I actually
Nice.
spend a lot of time on heritage auctions looking at prices.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, he's got a family. He's got 2 kids and a wife, and really he has this immense statue of Frankenstein. I took a picture with myself there. People hate on eBay, but sometimes you can still find the deals, man. I don't know why that is. If people are they call it, fee-bay and all this stuff, or whatever, rip-off bay. So let's get into the comics here. Like I said, these are not all the same. These are not all the comics that he gave me. It's just a sampling. And Josh, I'm going to get you back, man. So we're going to work it out, my man. We're going to work it out. I collect Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man. I used to have all of these. I've read those a long time ago. This is a facsimile. Called a facsimile. Lots of facsimiles. And I remember this as a kid. I mean, who didn't love this? Who didn't love this? I loved it. And the story was good inside, too. This is nice and clean with a sheen. It might be better than a copy I have, so you guys know what I do. My claim sales are always super cheap, man. $2, $3. Sometimes I do bidding, Sometimes I do bidding. That one I already showed. I have this one, I think. I don't know what condition. McFarlane, baby. He got me some Spawn, too. I'll check out the Spawn. I think I got some sampling of Spawn. Let me see if I can switch it up from, it's like my man Tat. He collects Vampirella, sorry. For me, it was always like cheesecake stuff. So now it's like, ooh, what am I going to do with Vampirella? I know my friend Tat got me a Vampirella comic, too. Now all this Vampirella is coming to me.
Tat says, I need to meet him and trade for some DC Marvel.
Well, Tat, he would fit right in, Tat and Damien. I was so impressed with this guy. But yeah, if that's truly worth that, I'm going to be calling him right after this.
So it could be anywhere from 500 to 1,400. That's all you know right now.
Yeah, because his family, yeah. So we'll figure that out.
But I can't conceive that a collector of that nature.
Well, you never know how that goes, Roger, my friend. You never know how that goes.
I mean, better safe than sorry. I think you're right, Aaron. You should.
Yeah. Definitely contact him ASAP.
Yeah, because he's a real friend. And
thank you.
When you really hit it off with someone like what I do with you guys, it's just like, wow, I hit it off with people. I know how to talk and stuff, but I came away from there glowing. I never even seen this before. Like, what? Marvel's Greatest Creators #1.
What's his channel called again?
Green Lantern Comics. It's GL Comics.
G Lantern Comics is what he's called.
G Lantern Comics. Someone can put
he's
that
in the chats a lot. Yeah.
Great guy. He's definitely, he's like my brother's age. A little. Look at this, man. So
nice. Last star.
Working on my Fantastic Four run.
Oof.
Nice
copy too.
Yeah. I'm amazed. There are a lot of keys in the early FF, but most of those fillers in the 12 and 15 cents era, very affordable. So it's easy to fill those.
Yeah. Hey, DS, welcome, buddy. Yeah, here's
not getting too much of a glare, you guys, but
there he is.
Yeah, you guys, please sub him up. He's a solid dude, and he's not into getting subs and all that stuff. He's just into like real networking and stuff. So he's everyone likes the big numbers on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, but what I mean, right?
I don't really pay attention to those things myself, but
it works, but it depends on the intent too. Like if you're,
sure.
It's all good. I don't judge anyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he knew the value. He just wanted you to have it. But yeah, let him know, of course, that, hey, are you sure you want me to have this?
Oh yeah, well, I'm talking to him. I got to talk to him even if that didn't happen. Boom, dude, breaking through that door like nothing.
Yeah.
It's the simple things, right?
Sure.
I know this is cheesecake, you guys. It's called cheesecake, right? For me, a little bit of cheesecake goes a long way, right? With certain covers, risque covers or whatever. Cheesecake is delicious, but I don't eat it all the time. You know what I mean? Just have a little bit here and there. So let's see what else we got here. I'm just gonna go through these the way it is. Here is cosplay, Vampirella cosplay, kind of risque. Risque. Hey, it's risque. This is where I'm really into, you guys. And yeah, call me a Marvel zombie, but I've got a lot of catching up to do. I probably have this, but it takes me a while because I always double check what I have versus what's coming in, and then it goes to claim sales. I love these True Believers, man. Some guy was replacing the facsimiles or the True Believers and putting a real cover on it. Some professional, you'd have that professionally done for super old comics, But I kind of like these True Believers. I think it's definitely cool. I think they'll be sought after, because of Stan the Man, right? So here's a bunch of True Believers. Here's a Super Scroll. guess they were promoting the Annihilation. Love it.
Ooh.
So this is just a sampling of what I got from him just yesterday. I haven't even made a video for this yet, but I didn't put a camera in his face or anything like that. But we got a few stuff.
Nice sample.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some really groovy stuff.
The mind, the mind goes into places, when you have samples like this,
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you to Josh over and over again, man. He knows what I love, and he was willing to let go of this incredible stuff. This is a facsimile, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still,
I noticed he threw in quite a bit.
Yeah, some of this is not facsimile.
Too. And that's good.
And let you guys show your stuff, but
well, I'm sure you're going to do a video on your channel, which is going to be must-see stuff here.
So I'll stick around, but I'll only do this one round.
All right, man, no problem. If you feel
this will be a part of the video, like I did before, right? Just do a whole video and kind of slice in this stuff.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Yeah, man. Wow. You got Agent Access there, the Adaptoid.
Yeah, man. Old Tales, right? Silver.
Yeah, man.
Woohoo! So
those used to be affordable.
Yeah.
Here's your Super Adaptoid True Believers.
Pretty cool. Great villain, man. I love the way that Captain Marvel 50, the way he was defeated there was really clever.
I normally put my True Believers right in my runs, so what I don't know off the top of my head. It's just, but this might be like an Avengers or something like that comic that was up here. Instead, they replaced the trade dress there. The end of a Avenger, right? But and I got some Spawn. I even got a lot of modern Spawn when recent Spawn, but dude, I'm keeping the Spawn, man. There's just something awesome about McFarlane, even though I'm not the biggest Spawn fan, but now that I have nice Spawn and nice and high grade, I'm just gonna keep it, man. I showed that one. Here's 6. Got some early issues of Skull.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to read that series from the beginning, but that's the only issue I ever find is that number 3.
It was like, there you go. Here's 2.
There's 2, man. I think I got 1 somewhere. Maybe the next one's the one. God, they don't make comics. I know you hear this all the time on this show. They don't make comics like they used to, but it's true.
Yeah, that's right. 1 month to Heroes Con. I'll be there if you're going to let me know. Yeah, I saw what you sent to Gnawman, that big heart for him to draw on. That would be really cool.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
There it is.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Believe it or not, Jim, I bought this one off the rack.
Wow, I believe it.
That's how old.
I believe it.
Skull was a jerk, huh, Higgy? I take your word for it.
Yeah,
he
was.
Here
you
guys
difficult. Go. Let's just put it that way.
Steranko? Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Very
see the whole
nice.
cover, so yeah, that's Steranko, definitely.
Oh, okay. Good
So
to know.
beautiful. He's keeping these forever.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Number 1.
Number
dude.
1.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Wow.
he hooked you up.
I know.
Scorpio, yeah.
I didn't even know, I didn't even have time. Like I said, it was 2 hours there, almost 3 hours back. I chatted with some people on the phone to help, time go by.
That's
Then,
fine, yeah.
So this is the first time I'm really looking at it, because all of it was like this, And so, yeah, I got my butt kicked. He kicked my butt.
Well, if anybody wants to be butt kicked like that for me, I mean, I'm up. My butt is ready.
Yeah, kick my butt anytime.
No problem.
No, I'm gonna get him back, and I'm gonna return that. That I don't just take like that.
But talk to him before you return
Of course,
it.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get him right on the horn with him.
I mean, there may be a reason why he gave it to you. So.
Gene Colan, my goodness, right? I knew it, and I kind of was like, "Whoa, are you sure?" We didn't look it up. I was like, "Should we be looking things up?" He's like, "Nah, no, we're not doing that."
Dude,
all right.
Wow.
I told him we should be looking some of this stuff up, but no matter what, that dude's my bud. We're gonna be square no matter what, So I'm gonna send him out a package soon,
3D Man.
I like 3D Man.
I just love these premieres.
I've never read it.
It's a neat little 3-issue stint in Marvel premiere. He ends up fighting Skrulls back in the 50s.
Back in the 50s, yeah.
Fun.
These were highly printed, but people still collect Spawn. They want Spawn. And as everyone knows, McFarlane did 4 different Spawn titles recently with a $2.99 cover price. And I got some of those too. And so I'm looking forward to reading it because I'm just, just hearing about Gunslinger, especially. I heard that was the best one. I might have this. So yeah, it looks like Gladiators. Isn't this great? This might be it. I might have this, but this might be a nicer grade. Here's another Daredevil 73. Zodiac. I love that you can get these Silver Age Daredevils at a reasonable price. Here's the Marriage. I might have this, but I don't think it's as nice as this. It's hard to tell. I always got to open it, But thank you. Thank you so much, Josh. You blew my mind away, to be honest. You blew my mind away. And I always get everyone back. I'm getting you back. Even though you got a lot from me, I didn't know I was going to. Wow. So I don't have this one. I have the other, I think, Uncanny X-Men one where they had these, the 90s goodness, right?
Yep.
There's another big key.
A gold
key.
Nope.
Ah.
Throw a curveball on us.
I know. I got you that time.
Yeah.
That is one of the reprints, but
yeah,
it's not like the 3rd reprint because the 3rd reprint would say reprint on the side.
I'm collecting all Star Wars Marvel.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. New Fantastic Four.
Which enjoyed a revival of sorts recently, right?
Art Adams, I think, did that stint.
Yeah, Art Adams.
Yeah, that was all 3 issues.
Well, this is just random stuff that I pulled. Should I go through the paperbacks, trade paperbacks?
Sure, man.
Why not?
Yeah, and this was last minute. He started handing this stuff off to me.
I don't see anybody complaining, Aaron, so you're good.
Okay, you guys are cool.
I don't see many complaints coming down the chat or anything, so,
Oh, yeah, the Epic collections. That's good. Yeah, those aren't cheap, man, so it's good to get
cover.
Awesome. Oh, man.
Oh, and it's got Starlin and Colin art. Yeah.
Reprints the covers and oh, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I have that in the floppies, but
I mean, you want to pull out the comic and see it on newsprint, right? But
yeah, but that's pretty good.
This is
I actually prefer reading them like that because then you don't worry about damaging the floppy.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say, Jim. Yeah. That's the downside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Epic collection.
Yeah, those aren't cheap. When they came out, they were $40 a pop, $30 to $40 a pop, and now they're a lot of them are out of print.
I feel like Damien. I got some good stuff now here. Like Damien's he's always breaking these books open. It's so incredible. I'm so beautiful. But
this is your YouTube stardom paying off at last.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't want that to Actually, Josh is a. We're gonna. I'm gonna work it out with him. Man, Josh had this huge freaking Frankenstein. You guys will see it. It reminds me of my friend Max. I have an old friend, Max, And he's a DC guy. Max is a DC guy, and he loves the Universal monster stuff. So it's like, and I asked Josh, what's the connection here? What's going on? But he couldn't tell me, because I guess DC ultimately is cooler than Marvel. I could objectively say that because maybe Marvel got too carried away. You guys, look at this. I'm telling you to look at it, right? Space Vixens. So freaking cool. Look at this. Yup. Wow, man. Like, as I was going through the boxes, I was like, wow, wow, wow. But I didn't leaf through it all because we're also swapping out. Like, I showed up with long boxes, and he had all short boxes, and he got all the he kept all his short boxes. Look at this Frankenstein. I should send this to Max. So cool. So he likes his horror, but he wants the more class. We're talking. I love this, dude. It seems like nice high grade. You got good taste, Josh. This is another freaking epic collection, man. This was last minute, and I was like looking at it like, holy cow! But now I get to read it.
Oh yeah, that's Ghost Rider 1 cover.
Yeah. Or is it Marvel Spotlight number 5? I forget.
No, that's the Spotlight 5 is he's higher up, and it's not police officers down there.
Oh.
The son of Satan. Right?
My namesake.
Damien Hellstrom. Yeah.
Damien, that's right.
How to print this together? Yeah.
So isn't this incredible? Like,
you're actually very true, JRK. And you know what's even worse is the Marvel Omnis that go out of print. Oh my God.
Randomly grabbed from the big trade of yesterday. Right?
Aha.
Halloween Commandos.
Oh yeah.
This is near the end of the run here. Yep. On to Tarawa. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a real battle. World War II battle.
It's like my tastes have changed over the years or over the 2 years of me being on YouTube because of you guys. But this stuff I always love, the triple.
Action. Every once in a while, I'll have a comment, and I don't know if I guess it's positive, right? But it says because of you, I'm collecting such and such run.
That's how I feel about all you guys, man.
And I'm like, sorry,
Even that DuckTales issue, I like DuckTales now. That seed was, although I'm not going to collect it, man. Okay, but Rob sent me that DuckTales. So you can only collect so much, and I.
So Aaron, let me ask you: you got a bunch of stuff from Josh. I mean, does
Josh.
he have like a huge amount of collection, or is this pretty much?
No, he purged his Marvel as I gave him those almost 10 long boxes of modern DC and all kinds of different stuff. So,
okay.
But I'm still going to get it back. I gave him cash on top of that, and now, as you guys know, I'm kind of embarrassed. I got to. Like, what the heck? This is a nice one right here, man.
It's your fault I'm broken. You too, Rob.
Madam Macabre.
Higgy.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Higgy. Yeah, Higgy. Man, freaking love you, man. And yeah, man, I'm going to be hanging out with Josh. I'll tell you that. I'm going to make sure he's all set. Isn't that cool? I never read this. This is when I was out of comics for a while. But I collect Daredevil. I might have this one. Same with this one. Like I say, I check the doubles. I try to keep with stuff that I love, like the direct versus the newsprint. So I have to check that too. But I know I have this one. But this looks nicer, man. It looks nicer. I wonder if my friend Matthew has this one. Oh, I love it. I collect the Dark Horse Star Wars. I don't think I have these dark. I might have a Dark Empire, but not Dark Empire 2. I don't collect the modern Marvel Star Wars, but the Volume 1 I totally get. Oh man, so freaking cool. It's like the first time I'm really seeing this stuff. So you guys are, are getting my expressions and stuff. And of course, this and a whole bunch of other stuff that he gave me is going into the backed up back issue area. Metarog once asked me, isn't that redundant, the backed up back issue area? I don't think it is. I mean, it's all clogged up. I got to make space. I got to organize. So it's the backed up back issue area. Thank you so much for these. Some Dark Empire. Look at that. Boba Fett's, baby. You
gotta love Higgy. Come on.
Well, I mean,
you gotta.
My life has changed because of YouTube. I'll tell you that.
You can watch any Higgy video, and it just fills you with happiness. You feel good afterwards.
This H is not
what it should be about, Higgy.
This is
and
not,
we love you for it, brother.
Yeah, Higgy, you rock. This is not H for Higgy right there.
No.
Hate monger.
Hate monger.
Kind of like the opposite of Higgy, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Higgy's nemesis right here. He's trying to steal his letter.
Anti-Higgy.
He's the anti-Higgy.
How dare he use that letter? Hey, Jeff, everybody. How you doing? Hope the purge is going well. I've been checking out your bits.
Doom, baby. Doomsday means death. Back in the day, man, Doom would show up. It was an event.
They did a new cover on that one.
Yeah, that's when he stole Surfer's power, man.
Yeah, it was an event.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like this too. I'm worn out after watching a Higgy video. Yeah, he's got so much energy.
I have to watch him. He just makes me feel good. If I ever have a bad day.
Yeah, that's what I tell him, man.
I'm with you.
His impersonations of Rocky and all that, man, freaking hilarious.
I need an energy drink just to keep up with his videos.
Yep, and yelling at Red Sonja, you gotta love it, man. Yeah. Classic.
I could keep showing some stuff that I randomly have, or I could just pass it along, you guys. But
a few more. Show a few more.
A few more? Okay.
Yeah, a few more.
We got Chewbacca in the back there. Wow, beautiful. So I collect Star Wars. The Mandalorian brought me in, but now I'm out of. Here we got two more of these. I'm out of the Disney Plus. Not watching it for a while. I've been out of it for a year. I'm sure I missed a bunch of stuff, but I don't think it's worth it. Cool. I have some of these Dark Empires, but I don't have this. And these are in nice condition. Look at this. Wow. So, Josh, I'm going to get you back. We'll be talking. We're going to be talking, man. You can run, but you can't hide. No, my kid. Look at how clean this is. Definitely a Fantastic Four fan. I love the original Fantastic Four. Once I'm done rereading the John Byrne, I'm going to go back and read the Lee Kirby stuff, which keeps getting better and better. Dude, it just keeps going on and on and on. Most of them I don't have. Pretty cool, right? So freaking awesome. Especially now I'm into Haunted Tank. He's Power Man, dude. Awesome. Awesome. Can't stop Luke Cage, dude. It's coming for you. Yes. I don't dignify serial killers, but This is a little different, a little risque, but it's got this thing going on here. Yeah, I don't dignify. The only horror I really like is kind of like X-Files or Monster Hunter type stuff, where, yeah, they got a serious threat going on, but here's a couple more Star Wars. But of course they win. I don't like the slasher horror. You can't stop the horror. You can't stop the monster. Monster will always get you. Wow. I think this is a key. That might be I have this, but not in this nice condition. I'm kind of like just
go to the gym and close
it's
it
incredible to just get, you know.
Ooh, Masterworks.
Yeah, I got 3 of these. Isn't that beautiful?
Is that from the original Cap run or Tales of Suspense?
Ah, there we go.
Tales of Suspense. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, nice.
And so this will show the right.
Yeah, that's great to have because
great reading. You know, I don't.
Yep. You know, I have the complete Cap run, but I don't have all the Tales of Suspense. Something like that. Something I need to sort of catch up on the previous.
It's just so handy, you know. It's pretty awesome. Look at this, man.
Aaron, I've had the honor of visiting about 7 or 8 community members, and let me tell you, each one has been a great experience.
Yeah, each one's been
highly recommend it.
Yeah, these guys, everyone I've, I mean, you guys are my real friends, but when you meet someone, it's like it's an interesting dynamic for me. Look at this is actually from the Captain America run.
Yeah, that's going into the Captain America run. Yeah,
this is like Space Riders, and it's dedicated to Jack Kirby. And it reminds me of watching like Big Elbow videos back. He said he always loved when artists try to do Kirby and stuff. This looks freaking BA. Just wow. Everything. Here's a Marvel feature, Astonishing Ant-Man. Look at that. Yeah. So show it, man. It's cool. It's before Volume 1. Look at this, man. There are freaking bad people doing bad things there. Man, thing is going to start touching them. Wow. Just, I don't even know what to say. Look at this one. I never had this one. Marvel Team Up 15. I have a lot of Marvel Team Up now, but this might be their first, when they first meet or something. I don't know, but this is so awesome. It's in Mylar. And I love Devil Slayer. I've been reading the Defenders, the later Defenders with J.M. DeMatteis. I love his characterizations. I love Devil Slayer. Yeah, there he is right there. That's it for now.
That's it. All right.